I have no idea what I'm doing. Guys, welcome to my channel. This is my first video. My name is Gabby, but I'm on Instagram and here as Eapathy. I love to do makeup and vlog, and I literally have the audacity to tweet every time I have a thought. So I figured this would be a really good route, and I'm just super excited because I've never really had the courage to start a YouTube. I was always really like worried about what other people would think, and that's not me. So I was just like, you know what? Jump the gun, just do it. So today, my first video will just kind of be like a sort of get to know me thing, and also just like a day-to-day makeup tutorial. So you'll be seeing what this is. I did change shirts, so I'm kind of like a chameleon today. But overall, I'm super excited and I'm so happy you guys are here. Be sure to give me feedback on like what you want to see in the future and what you liked about this video, didn't like. I am trying my best and I'm working with what I have, and I will get better because it's all a learning process. So I'm gonna get you thrown into the makeup tutorial part of this. I have already moisturized my face, so I will just be starting with a primer, and today I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever Skin Equalizer. Really awesome product, and it's super hydrating, and I think it makes my makeup stay super duper well. I'm a huge fan of the consistency. It doesn't feel too greasy or too heavy. I'm just gonna put that all over. So then after my face is primed, I'm gonna go in with my foundation. I use the MAC Pro Longwear Foundation in NC35. I've been using this formula for probably like 4 or 5. Holy shit, it just shot everywhere. Ah! Okay, whatever. It's really good coverage, not too heavy, not too light. All over my face. And then I will be going in with a damp beauty blender. I just use one of the I think it's the Real Techniques ones from Target. And I just do kind of like circle motions and dab and just make sure everything's covered over. Next, I will be going in with my Tarte Creaseless Concealer, and it is in shade Light Medium Sand. It's $2.55. And I love this concealer so much. It's pretty thick, not gonna lie, so that was kind of hard to get used to because I usually use Shape Tape, but they just didn't have my color, so I tried this. I really like it. It's very, very full coverage, and I never have to worry about it moving. Then I will take the pointed end of my Beauty Blender and really dab it into all the creases, really press that up into my lower lash line. Blend it all out. Once you're sure it's all blended, then I usually just go in, oh my gosh, I'll just go in with a translucent powder at that point and bake it. To bake, I use the Airspun Loose Face Powder in translucent, extra coverage. I love baking my makeup. It is the surefire way to make sure nothing moves. So next, I generally like to do my eyebrows. I've generally been using the same eyebrow products for probably 2 years now. I've really switched over to pomade and I love it. I'll be going in with the Anastasia Dip Brow in Ebony. It's my color. I have pretty dark hair, but I color it so my eyebrows aren't dark at all. And I will be using the Sephora angled liner brush, and I've been using this one forever. And then I use the spoolie end of the Sephora brush right here. It's the Pro Brow. Any spoolie or flat angled liner brush works super well for this, especially with pomades, because if you're not really crisp with them, they start to look a little muddy. I just go in and I just brush out my eyebrows because they get a little wonky. I start with my lower part of my eyebrow, so I'll go in here, hopefully you can see me, and I just line that lower aspect of my eyebrow and draw out the arch and the tail And then I start blending out that line, otherwise it sits pretty heavy. And then these are like very light strokes. That just gives my eyebrow that basic shape. Your brush to stay very thin for this. I think it's super important. I use like lighter strokes and really carve out that top piece of the brow. These are pretty dramatic brows, and I would definitely say if you don't have really dark hair, like this doesn't look right on your face shape, I can post more options if that'd be something you guys are into. I just know that I usually wear a pretty bold brow. Once I get the base put on, while it's still kind of pliable, I'll go in with that spoolie and just brush up a little bit to make that inside a little more natural. And brush all the way through, and then I will just do the same thing to the other eye. I went in and voila, now I have another eyebrow. Then after my eyebrows, I generally move on and I start by priming my eyelids. I'm doing something that's pretty like neutral. I don't really want like a ton of pop. I usually go in with like just like a normal eyeshadow primer. This is the Urban Decay eyeshadow priming potion, and it's anti-aging. I like this one, and the original formula is good too. But if I'm going to be doing something that's really bright or colorful, or like I really want it to stand out, I'll go in with like a concealer and I'll put that all over and set it. I usually use Shape Tape for that. But for today's purposes, since I am just doing everyday makeup, I will just be going in with a plain eyeshadow primer. It's kind of hard with my nails sometimes, but dabbing all over, getting it all spread out. And yesterday on my Instagram, I just posted a really easy tutorial like up in my stories on like a two-toned eyeshadow look, and it was like a purple and a gold. Let's just do like a simple brown, like smoky. So I'm gonna start with going in with my Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics palette. This is like my go-to palette. And I'm just gonna take like a smaller fluffy brush. And I'm just gonna start with this color. It's called Faith. It's like a very warm, nice neutral. Tap off that excess, and I'm just gonna go in and start by like defining my crease. Really get it in the crease, and then once it's spread, just small circles to get that all blended out. Oh yeah. Ooh, that's nice. And then once I have that transition shade set, I'm gonna go in with the Morphe 9N palette. They sold this at Ulta. It was like 12 bucks. I'm gonna go in with the shade DJ. It's like this nice chocolatey brown. So then I will just take, again, this same like fluffy brush. It's smaller. And I'm just gonna start with small circles in that outer V portion of my eye. Very small circles work to blend it out and into the crease. And you can blend it up too. And then once I have those darker colors set, I just like to go in with a bigger brush and just blend out. I think it makes it look nice and clean and pretty. And then just because like warmer colors look really great on my eyes, I am going to go back in with this Morphe palette. I'm going to use this shade Hot and Crowded. It's very vibrant, but when you use it on darker colors, it kind of works as a nice like warm transition shade. You just have to go in with a really light hand. Yeah, just a little pop of color in there. It's nice and warm. I'm just going to put that pretty much on my lid and blend it into that dark. I think, ooh. And then I am gonna go in with that Hot and Crowded shade underneath my eyes on that lower lash line. I'm gonna primarily focus on inner 2/3. Ooh yeah, just a little pop of color. I'm just gonna go back in with that original shade we used from that Urban Decay palette called Faith. And I'm gonna go underneath the lash line again, and I'm gonna hit that outer corner. So that's pretty much all I'm gonna do with my eyes for this, again, since it's just a nice little everyday go-to look. So next I will be moving on. I'll take a big, just like fluffy brush. I like to dust off that excess bake that I had. I know you're like, what about your mascara? I'll get there, because I have eyelash extensions, so it's a little different for me. I go in with a bronzer, and I've been using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil in medium deep. This is also my go-to bronzer. I've had it forever, and I still have a ton left. And then I just like to buff and circly motions on my cheeks and really carve out that cheekbone and up onto my forehead just to warm up my face because I am pale. Get one on the side of my nose, chin, warm it up. I'll just go in with my blush. I've been using the Benefit California blush. This looks really good if you have like cool tone skin. This is one of my favorite blushes. It looks really nice and it blends and it's got a good color for my skin tone. Definitely can do a video in the future about like how to pick makeup that's best for your skin tone and stuff. I'm really open to suggestions, so if you have any, please comment below. So yeah, once I have my blush worked on, so this is where I'm kind of out of order. I have eyelash extensions like I mentioned, so after I'm done with like powder and everything, I just go through and like brush out my eyelash extensions. This is just a plain spoolie, and if you have eyelash extensions, you like low-key kind of understand the struggle of wearing makeup, but I just like the extensions so much that I make it work. And then like I'll go in with mascara on the bottom, and this is the It Superhero Mascara. It came in like a sample kit that I got for Christmas that came with a ton of mascaras. Once my mascara is on, I will generally set my makeup. For like just a day-to-day thing, I pretty much use like a Mario Badescu like rose water or the cucumber aloe stuff. Like that stuff's really great. And it's currently holding up my phone because I don't have a tripod yet. Hold up. That back. Nice. And then I will generally go in with a highlighter. I've been pretty obsessed with the Fenty highlighter. I got the Killawatt Duo and it's Mean Money and Hustla Baby. It's awesome. So yeah, after I set, I'll usually go in with the Fenty highlighter, and this is that inside of it. It's just so stinking pretty. This one I am obsessed with. I think that one's, yeah, it's Hustla Baby for sure. And then I just take a fan brush. It's from Moda, and it just says fan on it. I think it came out of like a mermaid collection, and I really like it. Came in my Ipsy, big fan. Then I just kind of go in and dust highlighter where highlighter belongs. And this has just a really, yeah, you can see that you don't need a ton. And then last but not least, I will go in with just a little bit of lip gloss. This is the Steve Laurent lip oil in Orchid. It's very moisturizing. It's got a great tint to it, and it stays on, and it's not too sticky. And I've never really been a huge gloss person until I tried this stuff, so really big fan here. Yeah, so that's pretty much my daily go-to makeup routine out the door kind of thing. Please comment and subscribe to my channel. I will be posting so much more. I'm open to a lot of suggestions, and I would really like to work with more vloggy style type stuff. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.